Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 26, 2016, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, got two major events today starting out at 12:45 p.m. So that is really in the afternoon. We have Bank of England Governor Carney will be speaking, so that should affect the GBP. And then 5 p.m. South African time, we have a consumer confidence number coming out of the United States. Those are major events for today, and they should, make and shake the markets. Big events in the Dow Jones later today. We have earnings coming out of Apple. Apple Computers will be coming out with its first quarterly earnings. So it should be kind of interesting how that will rattle and shake the markets. As we know, Apple holds one of the largest cash on hand out of all the companies internationally. So that should have an effect on the Dow Jones. Dow Jones being sold off quite sharply yesterday. We're going to jump into the Dow Jones first, and we're going to look at it right here. We're closing lower. Okay, this is what's disconcerting about what's going on here. Unless we're making a double bottom here, we are closing lower every time. Look at this graph. I mean, it's perfectly lower highs continually, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's lower lows. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's continuously going lower, so we are trending much lower. We are definitely in a bearish market. We've been in a bearish market since the middle of December here, when we topped out at 17,880. So, ultimately speaking, we have to see what's going on with the corporate earnings, and Apple's going to give us some indication of which way we're going, as Apple's one of the largest companies that are earning on the Dow Jones. So keep an eye on this. Just as a next threshold, if we break this 15,500, we could certainly go back down to about 14,771. So we're at that volatile of a market. On the upside, if we do rally somehow, we could see 17,000, 17,100-ish or 200-ish level right up here. So those are my thresholds. I mean, we're working in such a volatile market that you really have to look at both extremes. Looking at gold here, markets tank, gold rallies. It's a haven for investors, and it's rallied to 1,114. So we're off our lows of gold from 1050, okay, to 1,114. So that's about 65 points, as we see here, and we look like we're breaking it higher. I mean, we're getting to some threshold of a resistance here, previous support, as you can see, previous support, resistance, and we're breaking it higher. So on the upside, we could definitely see 1150 if we continue this sell-off in the Dow Jones. So those are the two go-to symbols in regards to a volatile equity market. So looking at oil here, oil sold off sharply yesterday, going back to almost its dead lows, closing at $29.40 per barrel. So oil is getting weaker as we speak, and the markets are shifting. The dollar's getting stronger because the Dow Jones is going further down. So looking at the EURUSD here, I'm going to highlight this a little bit, and we see here that it's very weak. It's continuously making these lower highs every time it rallies, as you can see at this point. So, I mean, it's not selling off sharply, at such a sharp angle, but remember, we've sold off more than, 4,000 pips since the past year, I would say year and a half, from 150, excuse me. So, so for us to sell off here at 107, and it's almost per par, it's very scary for what's going on in the euro. George Soros at Davos saying the economy in Europe is in shambles, and besides, what's going on in Germany, the entire continent is really struggling. All the refugees, all what's going on economically in France, Italy, Spain, etc. So we have to take that into consideration. Looking at the GBP, Japanese yen selling off back to its bottoms. So, we thought this might have been a bull flag, and you see that it's not. It's selling off. The question is, it's going to sell further down past this 164-ish level and maybe hit 159-ish level to complete this sell-off. So those are some of the thoughts today. But keep a head up. Again, there's two numbers coming out, one at 12:45, GBP, Bank of England governor will be speaking, and then a 5 p.m. Big consumer confidence number. That's actually a major number. People don't take that into consideration as much as they should. This is Razak at CM Trading. We wish you guys a great trading day.